to jump on stage. Becky, Tyrell. All right. Here we go. Let's start with Becky.
Hey.
What? Why? Why are you yelling at me?
Whoa. You're just excited. Pumped up.
Okay, go pumped, Becky. Pumped up, Becky.
If I have, if I find a property and I also have a buyer for that property, but I don't know where the middle part is, like I don't have TC and all that, can I still do that? Hold my hand?
Absolutely.
If I already have a buyer, is it the same cut?
Well, I would do it by yourself at that point. I can help you with the TC part of it, and maybe we can get you a better rate.
Perfect. That's what I needed to know.
Yeah, no, and that's somebody said it, and that's correct. I can put you in touch with somebody.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Well, that was easy.
Thank you.
That's it? That's all you got?
I got another meeting to hop into.
Yeah, right. Sorry to bother you.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
What's up, Danny?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm excellent.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, so I just have a quick question about an offer that I'm going to put in today. I don't know if it's right, but is there any way we can analyze the deal?
100%. Yes. Let's see what's up here. All right. Yeah,
So,
did you send it over?
Yeah, I'll send it over.
Okay.
Let me just give you a little quick story about this one. So
I love it.
Yeah, so I called the realtor and she's telling me that pretty much the dad passed away, and now the son, he's working on all the properties he has. There are about 11 properties. He did not place them in an LLC or any trust, and he was doing everything old school.
Yeah.
And son is super upset with his dad, I guess.
Okay, so if he didn't put it in a trust, did he have a trust at all that he, because otherwise it's all in probate.
No, they have, oh wait, hold on. I think they have full power to control or do whatever they want, but I've been seeing on public records that it's under his dad, but I think he has authority to sell it.
Okay, so his dad. Did it say my dad trust anywhere at all?
Nope.
Okay,
but it's been in the market for like 4 months already.
Okay, so they've probably already been through probate. That's why the son's mad at the dead dad. Yeah, let's take a look at it and see what's up. Because it's one. So let's go over real quick. If you have a child at all, and you have anything valuable, go over a trust for your family. You can do it really simple. There's a bunch of places online that do it. There's one called Modern Trust. There's Trust and Will. Just put all those things into a trust, so when you do die, it goes right to your kids. It's not something that they have to ever deal with, which is what it sounds like this guy's dealing with. Because if it goes to probate, then you're paying lawyers to get it all out, and it's a nightmare. You lose you'll usually lose about 10% of.
Yeah, definitely. And kids are upset because they don't know anything about real estate.
Okay.
And they had to leave their hometown or where they live so they can manage that property, and they're doing everything not online or electronically. They're doing everything like picking up checks, and I'm like, what the heck? So
Oh my God.
the real estate, I'm helping these guys, but I mean I can only do so much, and they really want to get rid of it. So I wanted to pitch a seller financing. I'm still waiting for a call from her again because she's gonna bring it up to them, like if they're open to do like a seller financing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can help with all that too, because what they need is a management company. And it's like one of those things where if we can solve all the problems, there's probably a monthly nut that we can send them that they'd be thrilled with, because it's just kind of found for them.
Yeah.
But helps them out too. All right, let me get my prop stream up. So let's take a look at it. Hey guys, also anybody in here, if you want to come up on stage, especially if you're new and you have absolutely no idea what's even going on, you are looking at Discord, you're confused, I want to talk to you guys. So raise your hand. There's a little button down at the bottom that says raise your hand to be on stage. Please do that, because then I can help you a little bit more comfortable and get on your first phone calls. Okay, Laredo. Are they all in Laredo?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, at least they're centralized. That's nice. Let's see what they got. So they've got linked properties. They've got 8 other properties. Total portfolio is $5 million, but they have $2 million in loans. Did you see all that when you looked at PropStream?
No.
So the equity of the portfolio is about $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that I would pitch to them as hey, do you guys want to make money for the rest of your life, or do you want to get out of it and get this money tax-free? Because in a state you can get, I think, up to 11 or 12 million tax-free. And so sometimes that's a great time to exit all these things and just sell them. But also it's really nice to keep properties and have them in the family for a generation, because that's where generational wealth happens. Because I think it's every 5 years your estimated value will double, and so
Right.
once you get rolling on it, it's pretty sweet. And so that's the biggest part of this, like talking to these guys, is saying, okay, we've got options. Let's figure out what the options are, and because it is something you could just try to take them out one by one over time, or I just always like to help people more. That makes me happier. And so you've got a lot of options. Does the realtor seem smart?
Oh yeah, she is. She sounds like I think she's a real estate investor. She invests as well, so she sounds savvy as well.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. You love having that. Okay, so on the property you sent, they've got a vendor's lien. Let's see what that is. 780 estimated. Let's see. Why is it saying? It's saying a vendor's lien for $780,000. Okay, what's going on here? That's an interesting one. So I see vendor's lien, but I don't see any. They usually have it in the. There's usually a lien part of this. Let me just see what it could be.
Okay.
Did she say anything about a lien? Because this could be wrong too.
No, she didn't mention anything.
Okay. Okay, and the owner is. Okay, so is the wife dead too? Because it looks like there's a second owner as well. It's a female.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Okay. And it looks like they're up to date on that property on their taxes, but it was assessed it. Okay, so now let me just take a look at what it looks like. Is it a nice place? It must be. It's $1 million, huh?
Yeah, it looks nice. pretty good.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Good. This makes way more sense. I'm just wondering. It's been on for 132 days, which is excellent. 18 units, 10 2-bed, 1 bath, and 8 1-bed. Okay. Do you know what the monthly rents are?
Yeah, she did tell me. Let me check real quick. She gave me an NOI as well.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so the 8 units, 1 bed, 1 bath, it's 800, and the 2 bed, 1 bath, which is 10, it's 950.
Okay, so 6,400, 94, 9,500,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so I have got to get a calculator. 9. Okay, so about 15,000 a month for everything.
14, 15, something right there.
Yeah, so we'll say 14 just to. I always like to figure everything super low, just for vacancy.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your purchase price? What are you thinking here?
With this property, like with the seller financing?
Yeah, what are you planning? What are you going to suggest?
Well, I was gonna suggest. I saw on public records that this property is worth about 1.4 million, not 1.6. So I don't know. I don't know how much I would offer in this one.
Okay. So what am I checking out for you? You haven't come up with an offer yet?
I don't know if it's
Am
the
I
right
right?
offer. What 1.7? 1.7.
Am I right? So you're going to offer them 1.7
That's why
based on?
I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Hey, a great thing too for everybody is watch Richard's live from yesterday. He finally changed my mind on offering over. I think you're offering too much over. This is a situation where this is why we call the realtors first. You've learned a lot, because if this was an investor and he was just trying to move around money or get something bigger or whatever, he'd have a way different attitude than these kids. These kids, this is a pain for them.
Yeah.
Even though it's a ton of money, they're like, hey, we didn't sign up to be, landlords. That's not something we're into. So their motivation is going to be completely different. So it's excellent that you found out what the reason is. I don't like to offer too much in the beginning. I like to give them a low cash offer, and say, hey, we can come in and we can just take this off your hand for, $750,000 or whatever. Okay. They're like, you're insane. I'm not going to do that. And then you slow play into, hey, the only way I can get your asking price is this. And then you can roll that out. So what we need to do is we need to find out at this point, if this cash flows and at what price it cash flows. Okay, so the rents are $14,000. We want to offer seller financing. Are they open to seller financing?
Yeah, she's gonna ask them either today or maybe yesterday. She asked, but I'm still waiting on a call back from her.
Okay. I'd love to get in on the conversation with you and help you through that, just so we can get a little bit better. Since it's so many different moving parts on this one, because you've got 2 people that own it, and I need to know the motivation of each person, because it might not be balloons. It was because I did this. I brought out fingers and it freaked out. Let's see if it works again. There it is.
Okay.
And so we can't really run anything yet. I really want to understand, and kind of what we want to do is we want to build ourselves as the solution guys for these guys. So we want to be super friendly and say, hey, there's so many options. I want to put together a bunch of options for you, just so you can figure out which one works best for the both of them. Because you don't know, one might be totally, nope, I want to keep it, I want to be part of it, and da 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 da, and the other one's like, I want to cash out. I just want out of this stuff. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat, into your DM.
Right.
And let me know when we can get on a call with them. Why can't I find you? There it is. Let me know when we can get on a call, because I'd love to vet this one out, just because it's kind of fun.
Oh,
because there's a lot of creativity that we can do here.
Okay.
And potentially take the whole thing down.
Nice.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So that's my. I'm going to send you my Calendly. Let's do that too. And just it's going to ask you some questions in the Calendly. So where's my event types? There it is. Where it is? Phone call. Okay, that's all in your Calendly. Let me, so I mean, right now, all we'd be doing is hypotheticals, and so I wanna find out what they need. Then we're gonna come back and start chasing it down, because I think right now what they need is confidence, and we're gonna provide that, because they're right now they're like, oh, I guess I have to get rents, I have to figure out the laundry room, I got to figure out, because there's a lot of things for them to deal with. And I mean, I'm a lifelong investor because my mom has tons of apartments and stuff, and so I know where they're at, because I know what my mom, like, if she dies, it's going to be one of those things where we have to jump in and figure it out, because she kind of likes to do things very old school, the way she does accounting, everything. She doesn't like to use computers. She doesn't like to. So it's
very old.
Right. I know right where they are, and so it's one of those things where, like, oh, we got to help her out.
Nice.
Okay, so I put that both in your thing, and let's talk about it for sure. I mean, I've got a break between 10 and 11. I'll try to look at their numbers too and see if we can figure out something.
Is it PST or what time is it for you?
I'm PST.
PST,
like California.
All right, so 10, 11 PST, you're available, right?
Yeah, just set it up there. You'll see it will show you all my availability today. I have a little less than usual because I've got to do a live at noon, between noon and 1:30. But yeah, let's get on. So I want to call her with you, the realtor, and just get an idea. And that way you're not you're going to be a little bit out of your league on this one. Have you done a? Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I appreciate the help. Yeah, I'm gonna call her up and I'm gonna set up that conference with you.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes. Thank you, Trent.
All righty, buddy. Good job. Good find.
All right.
Okay, bro. Take it easy.
Yeah.
All right, Brando, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Trent?
Hey, how are you?
Not bad. Just got a quick question for you. If you could help me structure this seller finance. I've been mainly on like a sub 2 trust acquisition kick, so I haven't really done too many seller financing.
Seller financing's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, so yes, did you send over the?
I sent you over the address already.
Okay. And tell me what you know so far.
All right. So when I've called the realtor twice already. She's super nice lady. So this one they have a couple properties. This property that I called on is pretty clean. Obviously it needs
Yeah.
updating, like the bathrooms when you take a look at the pictures. But the sellers own it free and clear. She said I lowballed her with a 130 offer at first. Said that wouldn't work. So I was like, all right, let's switch it over to seller finance. She said she's already got 2 other offers, a little bit closer
Okay.
at asking, but the seller hasn't really accepted either one. And she said they've had seller finance come in as well. But yesterday when I talked to her, I was like, all right, what if I offered you guys like 200? Because it's at 190 right now. And she kind
Yeah.
of up a little when I said 200, and she's like, "Oh,
Good.
okay." But I was just like, just on a set of payments, and she was like, "Yeah, let me go back to my seller and run it by him again." So today I was gonna email her with an offer on seller finance terms.
Yeah, I think let's see how it works. So 1,500 for rents. Let's see what it says here.
Yeah, so she told me that they were renting it out to Section 8 beforehand. She didn't
Oh,
know the
good.
exact amount, but she said like 12 to 14.
Okay, let's go with 12.
Okay.
And what are the comps in the area? Did you get any of that?
Not yet. I haven't done that much digging.
Okay. And so I don't know if you watched Richard's live yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
So he went through a thing that totally changed my mind on over. I was always a little bit skeptical of offering too much over, but when we started doing the numbers, we're like, if they say, well, no, I don't want to do a 0%. Then you come in and you say, well, okay, how about we keep the 0%, but I give you another $40,000 over your asking. And I'm like, God, that just never set well with me. But we ran the numbers, and that comes out to, I think it came out to, in that situation, like a 0.5% interest rate.
Oh, all right.
So the key is a long balloon. And so we can offer that, like 8-year balloon, 10-year balloon. Those are awesome because the amount of the amount of money the amount of interest you get for that 20,000 over 10 years just kind of disappears. Like there's really no, so it ends up being, instead of 0, it's 0.04 or something like that.
Super low interest rate.
So stupid. And I don't know why. I mean, I've been here a year and I don't know why that he finally just totally convinced me. And that was, so I think you're in a good spot because, so she perked up with the $200.
Yeah, she did.
200.
Yeah, because she was like, let me go ask him again and see what I can do. So she told me to call her back again yesterday because it sounded like she was busy when I had called her at first. But I wanted to send her an offer first and then call her again.
Okay. And so, so that is not a problem to offer her that 200.
Yeah.
But when you guys get on the edge and she's like, they're just not, well, how about I offer another 10?
Okay.
And she'll be like, well, another 10 over asking? I talked to my lender, and he said that's the highest I could go. And so instead of, negotiating up $1,000 at a time, I thought I'm just going to give you my very best offer, and that's what I can do. Still way excellent. Still, we say that's still on 0%. That extra money is paying you all the interest up front.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's when they kind of go, whoa, okay, I just hit the jackpot. I just got, $30,000 more than I thought I was going to get.
All right.
But you could probably go to 220, no problem.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. I just wasn't trying to go over like what they originally had it listed for, which looks like it was 219.5.
Perfect. Yeah. Having that as an anchor, like knowing that that's what they had to come down from. And it's one of those things when you're selling, and somebody tells you, wait, you know what? 6 months ago you had it at 220. Let's go back there. I can give you that as long as you
Okay.
don't mind. A set of payments and and 0% interest. I'll
Gotcha.
just pay you all that interest up front. Because if you go in and say, hey, I can give you 0.07% interest, or you say, hey, how about I give you $30,000? Ridiculous. It's the exact same thing, but you're like 30 grand right up. What? Yeah, I want that. And so you're going to still do it with a, you're going to do the same 7% down payment. It's not going to be 35 grand up front. It's going to be, that's where the interest is hiding. And so we're going to say that the interest is all part of that. And that's why we keep it at 0%. So
Gotcha.
that's pretty impressive. So your comps are excellent, except for one is 28,000. So I got to look at that one to see why. But there's a quadplex for 315, so that doesn't really count. 4-bedroom, 2-bath is yours. So the price per square foot goes anywhere from $167 to $36. And I think yours is, yeah, you're right in the right spot. So it's 66 square foot at the 189.
66.
So yeah, so it's in the lower part of the range, which is pretty good. So yeah, it could be a deal. So let's see.
Yeah, because they've been on market for like 200 days now.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, no, they're going to be super excited about that kind of an offer. And again, for you and me, I mean, Richard goes to it right away because he doesn't want to waste time and he knows that it's good. I tend to still like to go slow, but you can do. You gotta weigh them out and see where they're at and see how hungry they are for an offer. These guys are hungry because it's been on for so long. So you might be in a really good situation here. This might be really strong. Perfect. Yeah. So when did she ask you to call?
Yeah, she didn't really say. Right now I've been calling like after 12. And that.
Let's call it. Where are you?
Okay. Yeah. Let me grab my phone real quick.
Okay. I like your desk.
All right. Let's see.
So you said 220 was where they had it before?
Yeah, so on Zillow they had it
219.
at last year they had it for 219.5, 220.
Okay. Okay, let's give her a call and see what she's doing today.
Yeah, so pretty much just ask her what she thinks about that 200 or just.
I would say, have you what's the latest that you offered her? 200,
So
right?
yesterday it was pretty quick because she kind of cut me off because she was doing stuff. But I told her, what if we did 200, but on a set of payments? Didn't really give me too much after that, and she was like, "Oh, okay, let me go back to the seller, see what he thinks." Okay. Because she's gotten seller finance before.
Great, that helps so much. Okay, so today's question is, hey, did you talk to the seller? Is basically where you're going to start. And then she's like, yeah, they were kind of on the fence.
Okay.
And then you can, and hopefully she says it. But you can also then tell her, hey, I think I might have some good news for you. I talked to my lender and he said I'm allowed to go all the way up to 210.
All right.
And so that would be, that's going to be what 20. It's to 20 over there asking, right? They're at 190 right now, and say that way I can offer $20,000 over your asking to take a set of payments, and the interest would be within that extra money. Is that something that you could pitch to the seller?
All right. Yeah. It's not gonna be the best call, but it's something.
No,
right?
it is going to be the best call because you're making it. That's all that matters. Do me a favor, go down to see where your name is at the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
You're on your computer. Go up 2 rows, and there's 5 vertical lines. And if you can click on that, it says noise suppression.
Yeah.
Switch that to none, and that way we'll be able to hear the call.
To none. Okay.
Yeah, so you turn it on.
Okay. Should have
Just
the green check next to it.
turn it off, and then I guess that should have it so it's no green check.
No green check.
So we don't want noise. Yeah.
Okay.
Because what happens with noise suppression is it cuts out any background sound, and so we won't be able to hear the phone.
Okay, gotcha. All right, yeah, I got that. Let me go ahead, give her a call then.
Okay.
Hello, this is Sarita Lawler. Now tell me who you are. If you would like for me to return your call, leave a detailed
Call her
message.
back.
I got
hang up
really
and call her.
excited. I was like, oh.
I know. I'm like, you tease.
Right. All right, let's see if she answers.
This is Sarita.
Hey, Theresa, it's Brando. How's your morning going?
Good, how are you?
Hey, not too bad. Hey, is this a better time to talk than it was yesterday?
I am actually at a doctor's appointment now. If you could call me back.
Yeah.
Maybe in an hour. Yeah.
In an hour?
Sounds good.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, that works. I'll call you soon then.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay. So we'll call back in an hour. That's I'll still be live. So just kind of put in to remind you to call back at what would be like, an hour from now.
Yeah, I'm on Eastern time, 12:30.
Okay, yeah. So we'll do perfect. Okay, we're calling back in an hour.
All right, sweet.
Good job. Excellent. I love that she already knows about solar financing, so that helps a ton.
Yeah, it does. All right, but yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll leave you on stage. Just when you're ready to call, just start waving your arms like a maniac.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, bro. Take it easy.
You too.
All right, Ruby, what's up?
Hey, I was slurping my tea before. I'm so sorry. I was automatically unmuted.
Hold on, you got muted. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And I can hear you. This is amazing.
I was just saying I was slurping tea before, so that's probably why I got muted. I was automatically, that was me. I'm so sorry.
No, you're a loud slurper. So
yeah, it's the afternoon cup of tea.
Fair enough.
I need some legitimate proof of funds for a larger multifamily, and they're gonna have their lawyer look at the thing before they get back to me on my offer. And
do they need 100,000, $1 million? What do they need? What's the deal?
I mean, I guess it's for the phantom conventional offer. So they were asking. It's a seller finance deal.
Okay.
The realtor said that they're like, I've already gotten positive feedback for a creative deal. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit slow. I didn't sleep much. So the lawyer wanted to know what kind of, like, what company basically I would get my DHCR loan from, which I don't know. That's just a cover, you know. And then they wanted to see like a pre-approval or a proof of funds. And I just don't have the feeling that getting a pre-approval from Double Close is really gonna.
I don't like that. I don't like double close at all. So
I don't want to send that to a lawyer for a $1 million multifamily. So
okay, so $1 million is the purchase price.
the asking is $950.
Okay. How many units?
Wait. No. Sorry,
wait.
looking at that's another one. This is asking is $799. It is 12 units in Florida. I've offered significantly above asking price, 900. Tiny payments. So the cash on cash comes out to almost 26%.
Okay. Do me a favor. I've got somebody that that loves multifamily. So that would be a commercial loan. So we've got to make sure that. So I've got a commercial loan guy.
Okay.
DM me the address. Also, you can DM it to Marilyn. Have you seen her in here? She'll pop up in the chat.
I can DM her.
So yeah, and I will get that.
Guys.
Great.
There's another one in Ithaca, New York, slightly bigger, where they didn't ask for it yet, but they're probably going to want something similar because it's the same size.
It's great to get it to them beforehand. Like, hey, I'm going to send over my proof of funds. It gives you legitimacy. So they're like,
I'm best friends with both the realtors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Legit best friends are real rapport. Like,
no, not legit best friends. No. Okay. I have a seller with whom I'm legit best friends because she wanted to talk for like 30 minutes this morning about, family in Florida, blah, blah, blah. But no, in this case, just good rapport, good relationships with the realtors. Great.
And they both have realtors.
What's that?
They both have realtors. It's not for sale by owner. It's both have realtors.
Yeah, the two large ones, for sure.
Cool.
It's 9 and 12 respectively units.
Perfect. Send that to both me and Marilyn, and we will. I will get that rolling for the guy that's going to potentially get you your loan. So we have somebody that can send over POF that's real.
Awesome. I'll send that to you right away.
Great. Good job.
Peace.
Later. See ya. All right. Cool. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. So when you go above 4 units, it turns into a commercial loan. And so that's you can get a conventional loan otherwise. But so that'll make it a commercial loan. Just 1 second. Sorry, guys, just 1 second. Okay, here we go. So let's see who's next. Yep, you've got your finger up, so I've got to go to Sky and flow.
Yes.
What?
So
I
Trent,
I got to give you a name. I forget what your name is.
Michael. Michael.
Michael. Okay, easy enough.
So Trent,
I wanna get-
you recall my
I wanna-
first day of calling? It was on Friday. That was my
Yeah?
first day I made a call. So I
No
came
way.
in here happy today because I thought I had a deal. And I was about to be like, yay. But we just ran numbers again because they sent the rents, right? I was like,
Oh,
we miscalculated. So on the initial call, we said she had told us rents with everything occupied would be 4,500 per month.
right?
We had sent rent rolls, or they had sent the whatever income thing, and it's at 3,575 with one vacant.
Oh, come on. People. First of all, let me just say I love your hat. Okay? Because it's amazing. And the fact that it spins on your head is so cool. It's amazing. I didn't understand how well you were balancing that thing as it was spinning. Okay, so that probably kills the deal because that's over $1,000 less than we figured, right?
Yes, I believe so. Okay, I'll send you the deal, and I will send you the numbers that I thought we were looking at before, and then the new ones now.
Okay.
So we have. I think it's this one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little marketing real quick while you're doing that. Hey guys, if you want to see and hear what we're talking about, and I mean, we're actually talking with this guy, the Dead Fluff, which is, most people can't get a hold of him. Go up to the link in my bio. I've got a 1 month free Hold My Hand wholesale, so you can check it out because I'm a very much a check it out before a buy kind of guy. And that way you can check it out. And if you hate it, you cancel before the end of the month and then you're all good. But I kind of think you're going to like it. And so give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. And then even once you sign up completely, it's $20 a month and you get access to 11,000 students that are all here, all doing exactly what you want to do. And you guys all work together. It's pretty sick. Okay, Michael. Did you send
Either
it
one
over?
works. Either one works.
Okay. All right. Let's check this one out. Okay. So is that Minnesota or Michigan?
Michigan, I believe.
Let me look. It's so funny. I bought a place it must have been Michigan, and I kept thinking it was Missouri because they're both MIs. And the seller finally said, "Hey, can you quit saying that I live in Missouri because it's Michigan?" I'm like, "Okay." Okay.
No. Actually, that is not the right numbers. The insurance is 379. That makes it look a lot worse.
Wait, so down below? Let me check it out.
Yeah, the insurance.
Okay.
When I was looking at it at 4,500, I was looking at a cash of like 19. I was like, yes.
Yeah. So now it's 9. So do me a favor, make that public so I can see the
Oh shoot. Make it public.
no. Okay, so what are we saying the new rents are?
So it is currently 35.75. Rented out with another unit is 39. There you go.
Let's go at Let's do it at 35.75. I always like to go as low as I possibly can on stuff.
It's not a deal at all at that price because yeah.
Okay. So would you think just move on?
I think we could renegotiate because
absolutely.
So I'll tell you exactly what would happen and how we had messed up. So she had sent numbers over, and me and my partner were doing a lot of deals at once, and we kind of over. So we were just going on what we've seen before and what we thought, not the actual numbers themselves. So we missed the email, and yeah. So
But why is the purchase price so high on the thing you sent? On the
430?
calculator, you got a listed price of 1.2.
No, that's just there. Don't worry about that.
Okay, listed or 410. So are they into seller finance?
Yes, we hadn't accepted an offer at this price. And we were
Okay,
just
but then they said, "Oh, we're just joking about our rents."
like pretty much.
Because right now, I mean, you've got a 19% cash on cash.
And then you go down freaking
Is that real?
And it's 11. 1077.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. You had the old rent in there. Shoot. Okay, so let's try maybe because right now you're 10% for the down payment. Let's start moving numbers around just to see if you can get that up. So what is the payment monthly? Oh, that's our problem. Okay.
At 68.
So tell them, I mean, your renegotiation is really simple. It's like, hey, you kind of didn't tell me the right rents, so I can't give you a monthly payment that's even close to that. I'd have to go, let's see. Can you punch in 750 there?
Per month?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. How would we get there?
Let's go. Yeah, you can. Oh, I see. You can't just change it in the box. That drives me nuts.
And hi, Trent. I'm actually Sky's partner, and I think that if we wanted a monthly payment of, you said 750.
Well, yeah, because your rents, we just found out. Okay, you're doing it. You just found out that and when you say partner, I'm just kidding.
No.
Yeah, so if you go down to 750, now we're okay. I can see this. This is live. Yeah, because the reason being, again, it's not a deal at what you were making a payment to them before. So what do you think their threshold is?
I can tell you how the negotiations went. We had an offer at. Let me search this back up real quick.
I think our original offer was, I think it was like 440, so 30 over asking. I think we could still give about 10% down, no interest, and it was over, I think, like 17 years, and then there was like a 7-year balloon, and then they came at us with 8%, and we were like, heck no. So then we jumbled numbers around, and we were like, best we can do is 5%. And I heard you say that like they like lied to the numbers about the numbers to us. It wasn't that they like lied. We just like both of us just like were dealing with too many deals, and I was getting
gotcha. Okay,
emails,
so you just
we just misread the number. So we thought, and the agent on the phone, like you said that the rents would be a good number would be 4,500, and then when we get the email, it's like 3,900. So like that $600 is what breaks this deal completely.
Okay, so it's a $600 difference. Can you plug in the monthly payment at 13?
1,300.
Because it should, yeah. I mean, that's your 600. Boom.
Okay.
So that puts you back up to 22. So what I would just do is say, hey, and this is the most important thing in all this is being honest with realtors and just say, oh my gosh, we're idiots. We put the 4,500 as what rents were going to be, and when you guys sent us the thing, we realized that we overestimated. But we can offer a monthly payment that's Yeah, whatever you guys just changed it. So whatever we said it was. Oh, of $1,000. No, we go to what is our monthly payment right now?
It was, I believe, 1968, and then I just changed it to 1,300, and I put the absolute minimum monthly income at 3,575.
So if we can increase the balloon to 8 years, that will help a ton. You could even offer them more as an apology. Say, so we could go a purchase price of $450. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cranks up the purchase price more, but are they willing to do the 0% interest if we give them?
No, they wanted interest.
Okay, so what we do is we say, hey, I'm going to put that interest into the extra, what they're asking $410, and you're going to go $450. Say, and that $40,000 is built in the interest, and they're going to like that because they're going to be like, wow, 40 grand. Yeah, that should be our interest. Nobody does the math. Over 8 years, that is not 40,000 is probably 1 or 2% interest.
So that would work if I didn't already send this counter offer with the balloon, and then I went and told, I was like, okay, with that 5% interest, moving the amortization to 35, our monthly payments would be 1968 to make the balloon on year 7 $560,000.
Yeah, you might be screwed.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, shoot your shot and just say, "Hey, I screwed up, but here's our best and final," and go with the numbers that we're saying to make it to a 22% cash on cash return, and just apologize and see what happens.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and do that.
It's a lesson in humility, and it's really a good thing to do. I love people. Like I've always said that anybody that screws up with me in my job, if they come to me and say they screwed up, there is zero I can do. I can't yell at them. I can't scream at them. I can't make them feel bad. Like they've already done it.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a lot of credibility, and it shows you're super confident if you come back and you're like, oh, you guys are going to kill me. I just, and again, a negotiation tactic is to come in and say, I've got really bad news and I'm so sorry. We made a mistake on our side, and this is the most we can offer after all.
Okay.
So,
all right.
At least one more shot. You see what happens. They get to decide.
Cool. And I will be back on soon with another offer.
Yeah, but and that great hat. And if you can go ahead and offer them another $10,000 if they're okay with 0% interest, and say that overpayment of the purchase price is the reason. That's where the interest lies.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
And stop screwing up.
I got you. All right.
Okay, take it easy.
Thank you.
Okay, Angus.
Angus was my partner on it. That's why he was.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Okay, bye, Angus. Partner. Mm-hmm. We know what's going on.
No, let's not do that.
What did I say?
JV, bro. JV.
Well, he never did say that. You said partner in life is what I heard. So I'm fine with it. Love is love. Jazz will be the first one to tell you that. Okay, Gambino 22, what's up? I'm going to hell.
So I haven't been able to make my first deal yet, so I was really hoping.
You know why? Because you just woke up.
Huh?
Did you just wake up?
No, I've been up for about an hour now. 2 hours.
Wait, where do you live?
Nebraska.
Okay, so it's 10.
Yeah, it just hit 10. It's about to be 10 right now.
Okay, you know who sleeps in?
Oh.
Poor people.
No, I didn't stay home. Usually I'm up at 5:30, but yeah.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. You were with your partner?
Mhm.
Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. Okay. You having a hard time making your first deal?
Yeah.
Let me
And
ask you, how many phone calls have you made?
think about 5.
That's weird that you wouldn't get a deal after 5 phone calls.
I've also
No.
been
Weird.
really
No.
busy though.
Okay.
I've been
So I want you to make more phone calls.
okay.
So what happens when we make phone calls is 2 things. We not only get to ask about the property that we're talking about, but we ask them if they have any other things that may be interesting for the way that we want to structure stuff. So, like, the total number of calls you've ever made is 5, or is it 5 yesterday?
That's 5 total.
Okay. So, how do you feel when you're getting on phone calls with people? Do you feel pretty confident, or do you feel a little bit nervous and don't know what to say?
I still feel nervous, and I don't exactly still know what yet to say. Like
Okay, you're my favorite type of guy. So because this is the way I learn, is like it's like eating an elephant. You just go one bite at a time. You want to, and don't say anything about me eating elephants, Jazz. Just don't even.
I got you.
Set you up for a fat joke there, and I don't want to hear it. So what you want to do is, it's really important to call the realtor and find out their motivation for selling, because then we can strategize. Just like this morning, the reason for selling is they inherited like a ton of properties and they're clueless. They have no idea what they want to do. We had one yesterday. Their motivation for selling was they moved out of town. They're trying to rent this house. They're a first-time landlord, and the tenants are not paying more than what the mortgage is. And so they're like, this isn't working out. And now the tenants are not leaving. And so they're having tenant problems. And nobody wants to buy it because there's solar. Like, there's all these things that you need to know before you even run one number. You've got to find out what their motivation is. So today, do you have to work today?
no.
Okay, good. I come back at between 12 PST and 1:30 PST.
Okay.
At that point, I want you to come on stage and I want you to tell me that you've called 20 different realtors, and you're just going to hammer these realtors. They don't have to be anything that is anything within anything you can purchase or a good deal or any of that. You're not going to talk about money. You're just going to call them. You're going to get used to asking them what the motivation is for the sellers to sell. That's it. Simple. Anybody can. I could get a 10-year-old to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, keep it simple. I don't want you guys, because what happens is we go into these stupid calculators, which I hate, and we start freaking out. And then we go and we talk and we're like, oh crap, why this isn't working? That's I'm not on the right offer type. Blah blah blah, whatever. You waste a half hour, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to call the realtor. And the realtor's like, oh, that's already been sold. It just got sold an hour ago. And you're like, frick, I just wasted a half hour. I want you to be so comfortable on the phone with realtors that it becomes second nature. That you're just like, when you call a realtor, you're like, you've got a cadence. You don't have a script. You're just asking them. They're human beings. You're a human being. You're just trying to find out about the area. They might ask you, are you an investor? You say, yep, but be gentle with me. I'm a first-time investor. And so this is my first time doing all this. It's brand new to me. And I've got some money that I want to invest, and I just am trying to do this. And they'll help you so much. Okay. And all you're trying to get is what's their motivation. Okay. 20 phone calls before 1:30.
Before 1:30? I think I can make that.
1:30 PST, so you get a little extra. Nebraska is one hour ahead of California, 2 hours ahead. You're Central Time, right? No.
Yeah, no. We're Mountain Time.
Oh, you're Mountain Time. Okay. So
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
An hour, I think.
Yeah. So it's an hour difference. So
okay.
At 2:30 your time is when my live ends. But I believe in you. I think you can totally make these calls. In fact, let's call one right now. So
All
go
right,
on
one sec.
Zillow. Okay, we'll hang tight.
No, I'm actually doing this
Wait,
all from my phone, so I was gonna go grab my girlfriend's phone so I can make that phone call real quick.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
All right, one
Wait,
second.
you were out and you have a girlfriend? Where did you sleep last night? Oh, wait, that's
With
too
her.
personal.
With
You're
her.
asking too many
With her.
questions.
I was
Trent.
out
You're
with
asking too
her.
many questions. You're asking too many questions, Trent. You're asking too many questions. Man.
Is that too much?
Way too many
Dad,
questions, man.
My
my poor kids have to deal with that.
phone,
They
please.
don't have any privacy. You don't want to be you don't want me to be your dad, that's for sure. I'm all up in their business. Gambino, what is your first name?
My
Not
first
that I'll
name is
read.
actually Gabe.
Oh, Gabe. Okay, that makes sense. And then,
Yeah.
hey, Gabe. Yeah, no, you're good because you're gonna be on another phone. All right.
Yeah.
Where's your girlfriend? Is she asleep?
Yes. No, she's in the room laying down right now.
Oh, okay. We'll be quiet.
I'm not in the living room, so I think we're okay for now.
Okay, she needs to get up too. It's too late
Yeah.
to be lying down.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Told her that.
Okay, and so you want to work in slowly what the motivation is, because if you come out and test it as you're calling all these realtors, like just say, hey, why are they selling, and see how they shut you down, or string them along a little bit, ask about the area, just kind of be friendly, and see how they handle it, because this is all discovery.
Okay. Do you know what my price range should be? Like, do you
Doesn't
have
matter.
like an?
You're
Doesn't
not
matter.
buying it as long as it has
Oh,
a
no.
realtor. As
Okay.
long as these have realtors, you're good to go.
I guess we'll do this one. I guess we'll do this one in Kansas City.
Okay. Where in Nebraska are you?
Scottsbluff. So it's on the western side, close to Colorado and Wyoming.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. So Christopher Kelly. Did it disconnect?
You froze, but we can still hear you.
Is this the listing agent for 4001? Is that Northeast 59th Street in Kansas City? Hi, I was looking at this property and I'm an out-of-state investor, and I was just I was calling to ask about a few things. Just real quick, is this a good time for you? Um, uh, yeah, sorry, I'm still here. I just had a couple questions about the area. What's the area like for this property? Okay. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm just still looking. But yeah, I seen that you had it listed though for 21. For 21 a month. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Um, Sorry, this is my first time doing this, so I'm just trying to like I'm new to this. I'm sorry. All right. Um, let me. Would you be all right if I called you back and did some more looking at the property? Do you have any specific time you would be free? Tomorrow morning. All right, no, that's okay. All right, yeah, then I can shoot you a call tomorrow morning and we can discuss more about the property. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for your help. Bye. Fumbled.
What'd you say?
I said fumbled.
No, but that's the whole point. Like, I want you to. We couldn't really hear the other person because I think we forgot.
Oh,
We
I
forgot
think
to
it's
turn
because
off
I
your
have
notes.
I have headphones
That could
in.
do it right there.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, I don't hear anything. But what we heard from
Okay.
your side, what I'm impressed with is you let them talk. A lot of people don't do that, and that's like a superpower because the more you listen, the more information you're going to get. And some realtors
Yeah.
love to just what. So what were they saying?
So I don't have to explain wholesaling to him. He knows what that is.
Awesome.
I don't he said as an investor it may not be worth my time because the rents 2,500, and I think he said something about the interest rate just doesn't match. So he said it may not be worth my time, something like that.
That's awesome. Like, how
But
great is that? I mean, and it's just because you took the time to be humble. Okay, you told him it was your first time and you're new to it, and
Mhm.
and he felt like you were worthy of getting, giving some help and some pointers. That's amazing. Okay, I want you to do this 20 more times, or 19 more times, because you've already done one.
all right, 19.
And what's going to happen? And what's going to happen is you're going to start getting more and more confidence, and you're going to start seeing that even a fumble is a win because you're building your confidence, and that's all that matters here. And then
All right.
stage 2, tomorrow, we're going to find places for you to call that you like. But one thing you did right, and I didn't even tell you to do it, is you didn't make an offer on it. You just hung tight, and you're like, hey, can I call you later after I run my numbers and, check this place out a little bit further? Awesome. It's a great way to have another reason to call them back. And if you call twice, then they're like, oh, wow, this guy's a little bit more legit than most people who just say, oh, hey, would you take 50 grand for it? And then they're gone.
Yeah.
You did great. You did really great. So just barrel through it. I'll check in with you at let's do 1 o'clock my time, get on stage. Or if you just come to the live and I'll try to find you. But during the live, keep your camera up and just keep calling. Okay. And you can hold up your hand like, oh, that's 10. Oh, that's 12. Like whatever. I want to see that you're doing this. Okay. It's going to be awesome.
All right. Cool.
Okay. And tell your girlfriend to wake up and make me a sandwich. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you went on mute. And there's an earthquake.
There's an earthquake.
Okay, bro. So I'll see you later
Yeah.
on, okay?
All
Okay,
right.
great job. Later. Okay, that was good stuff. Jazz, what is going on? Are you just hanging out to just kind of be the peanut gallery?
Nah. I got some stuff for you, man. I'm always making calls, man. How you doing though?
Excellent. Awesome.
So yeah, I sent one into your DM.
All
This
right.
lady seems it's a really nice house. The lady seems like, or I should say, the seller seems like they're willing to do creative, because she's the one that told
Okay.
me like send your terms over. So I have it to where like it's a deal. Like I put it in the calculator, it's a deal. I have it to where like I can either go up, you know what I'm saying, if I have to, if she's not
Good.
if they're not filling the the purchase price. So it's a really nice house.
Okay.
It was used as a showroom for like to pick out tile and stuff like that. Like it was like one of those type of houses where
Oh,
like you
cool.
go and you
Okay.
can, you know what I mean?
Great.
So it's really nice inside. Like everything is basically brand new. So I offered 250 purchase price. Well, I mean, let's rewind that. She told me to send over a purchase and sale agreement just in case if they do accept those terms. With the contract,
Okay.
because I mean I'm gonna try to do it myself. So I'm gonna try to send over the contract just to see if I can get it under contract. How do I structure it? I guess I should say.
So
Because
search contracts in the Discord, and there'll be an example of one. Oh,
right.
this is funny. Yeah. So each room is different tile.
You know,
Gotcha. Okay.
it's pristine, really pristine on the inside.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Except that purple room makes me want to vomit.
It's funny.
with the bathrooms
She
now?
brought that up. She was like, if they want to, change the paint or whatever. I was like, the paint looks fine. So it's funny you said that the purple is funny. But I mean, it looks like it was freshly
The
painted
paint-
though. Maybe that's what it is.
It's clean paint, but it's just the
Yeah, it's
wrong color.
the wrong color. Gotcha. But I mean, that's interchangeable, right?
No, that's no big deal. I mean, people
Um,
that move in would find. Yeah, that's no big deal.
right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send a contract, with the terms that I have in my creative, my calculator or whatever. So I offered her
Okay.
30 over. So I mean, I just rounded up to 20, the 219.5 to 220. Offered over
What are you saying? It's 219,500 right now, so it's 220, and you offered 222.
I just no, I offered 250. I
250.
just rounded it over. Yeah, seller finance. Yeah.
Okay. And you know for sure they own it outright.
Yeah, they own it outright. Yeah, it's free and clear. Free and clear.
Okay, cool.
Offered 250 over. Offered a down payment of 20,000 with the goal in mind to either I can go up on that payment to incentivize them, or I can just keep it there.
Cool.
Over 40 years. And then I offered for the monthly payment, it should be $479, but I offered 500, just for a round number, just to give her a round number to see.
That's fine.
And then
and what are the rents?
I was about to say the rent. I looked on rent, the Zillow, and it says 2009. And then the insurance is $876, and the property tax is $944.
Okay. So you're offering about 25% of rent, right? Because it's a 2,000, you're offering 500. Excellent. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wasn't even. Oh! I see what you're saying. Right, I see what you're saying.
That's good. That's a nice. It's a nice low offer. I like that part.
See what you're saying.
Yeah. Do you need help? Do you want help with the contract or no?
I mean, I kind of want to write it up. I just want to be comfortable with writing up contracts. But I mean, I can write it up and then I can show you. Maybe I just do it real quick and then because I do want to know how to do this myself. You know what I mean? Do
me a favor and show it to my team. They'll review it for you, and then we'll give it a go. Absolutely.
Very cool. So yeah, I mean, those numbers were in mind to because again, the cash on cash already is crazy on it, 35 something. So my goal in mind was to low baller. So if they do want to come up,
that you have that room.
Leeway.
That's perfect.
That leeway.
Exactly. That's thinking ahead, bro.
So yeah, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, I never really expect you to be too smart, so that's great. You did great.
I'm very smart, man. Computer science major. Stop it. But yeah, like that. I was just, the 35 cash on cash was just the base mark. So if I have to go up or down or whatever that how that goes, I know that it's going to be over.
Yep,
20% by the time it's done. So yeah, which contract should I use? Should it be the seller finance contract, right?
It should be the seller finance contract, and Marilyn will send you the TKO form just so you can send it to my guys so they can look at it. When you're filling it out in the notes, just say, I just need to make sure this is good. I'm one of Trent's favorite students, and so if you guys don't mind just looking at my heart. I know, I'm just trying to make it right.
But all right,
you're actually not. You're not, but I just wanted to tell you that. Just make you feel good.
Yeah, you funny. So yeah, all right, cool. I'm just gonna look
right there in the chat is
I got you.
So in the chat is the form. You can just fill it out. Okay, bro.
All right, later. I'll post you in an hour or two, I guess. Get this done.
All right. See you soon. Ryan, how are you? You're on fire lately. You're like the Hold My Hand Wholesale All-Star. Didn't you have two?
Man, I appreciate that. That's a good compliment, man. You made my day already.
Oh, you're easy. You're so easy. You've have you got two contracts that got accepted and you're moving on and all that? Was it two or just one?
The one that I had auctioned, I already got under contract, but I bought it myself.
Excellent. That makes my day.
I figured out a way to buy it myself, so I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna just keep it for myself.
Amazing.
Because I was in a situation where I'm currently closing on my first home for my family, so I couldn't physically spend that type of money out of my bank account. So I was just trying to figure out a way where I can go around it. So I figured something out for me to buy for myself. So
how'd you do it?
I started. I opened up another LLC.
Okay.
Right, to purchase it through the LLC. So the reason why I'm able to do it is because since I have a really extended closing, because the lady needs to be there until April 30th in the home.
Oh,
So I just opened up
yeah.
an LLC, started the LLC, and then I'm gonna just purchase it through the LLC. But I'm having trouble funding the LLC to put the money in there without taking it out from my bank account into there. So I just
Right,
gotta figure
because
it out.
you're in the middle of you're in the middle of applying for a loan, so you got to have.
Yeah.
How much do you need for the LLC?
To fund it. Well,
Yeah.
well, just to buy this property, which would be the closing costs, EMD, and then to pay the realtor. So I need.
Oh, and they want to see
Like
that
eight-
that's in your $8,000.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You'll find it. That's when you go after friends and family, and
Right.
like, hey, do you want to make $100 on you lending me $1,000 for 2 months or whatever? I'll pay you back 1,100, and that's the best way. Bootstrap it all day.
Exactly.
Okay,
Perfect,
what's
yeah.
your question? What's going on?
So I had someone come up to me. I have two questions, two properties. One came up to me, a student actually came up to me, was looking for assistance. They brought me an off-market property, but it's in a 55 plus community. I just wanted your thoughts on that. Like, should I even put my time into it or just let it go?
Yeah,
Because I'm
it's not very
trying to wrap my head
sellable.
around
That's
it.
Yeah, I just would move on. It's not very sellable because it's so restricted. Like there's so many restrictions in those communities that an
Mhm.
investor's not going to be excited about because now they have another step. They got to find somebody that's old and get them in there.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
it's a roll of the dice. It's more of a roll of the dice than the things you're doing.
All right. Awesome. That's pretty much that's the first question I had, just to
You're easy.
make sure that
You're
I'm
so
not
easy.
wasting my time like that. And then the second one, I just send you the address.
Okay.
I made an offer on this one maybe like a month ago.
Okay.
I guess they denied my offer. And then I woke up this morning to a text message saying that it's back on the market and they're willing to accept it. So I want to make sure now that my reassurance part of this one, because it's a cash deal. So I offer them 261 on this cash deal. When I ran ARV, it's ARV came out to 600K in this area. Are you frozen? So I don't know if you're still here. Is it just me or he frozen?
Somebody's lagging. I'm sorry. Is it me?
Yeah, as you try.
Yeah.
Boo me. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. Let me just close down some windows. It's freaking out. Okay, am I better now?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Okay, awesome. So, first of all, I love when I call them time bombs, when a time bomb goes off, because guys make these offers because they'll say no now, but in a month and a half, the magic time when they're like, we had that offer. What are we thinking? Let's go back to that. So excellent. I love that. So let's take a look at it. So your question, I didn't hear you because I was lagging.
No, you're good. So I made the offer about a month ago of cash offer for 261. Now, when I ran my ARV in this area, I was getting an ARV of 600,000. My rehab cost on this one is about 120. So I got it under contract for 261.
And they're asking, so they have $100,000 in equity. And you've got a 261 on seller financing? No, because
cash.
What? Cash, okay, 261. A little bit high considering your rehab costs.
Mm-hmm.
They owe about 200,000.
Yeah, so the way I went about it was I said I'll pay both of them. I offered to pay both of the mortgages that they have, so 200,000, and then give them $50,000.
Okay, it's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
So I don't know why they didn't say yes before, because that's a ton. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to check on something real quick. How's it going?
Welcome.
But I mean, okay, perfect, great. All right. All right. Perfect. What's that? Yeah, that, or you can just like if you hit right. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much. And is he going to send me a invoice? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, me too. All right, thanks, guys. Sorry, I had an electrician coming for my building. Okay, so yeah, to me that's a little high. So I'm just trying to figure out what the incentive is, because you're not only paying the 200,000. Let me think.
So the reason why I offered 50 was because they need money. They need a down payment for the new house that they're trying to move into.
Okay, so you're at 250 basically out of pocket, and your rehabs is 160.
I put 120.
Because you're not wearing much.
So you're 340 in, and you think the ARV is what?
600.
Oh, 600. Yeah, great. And do you do the construction yourself, or no? You have somebody.
The way I run the construction rehab is I use Harry's. Harry has like an Excel sheet.
Yep.
Where it's like a rehab cost Excel sheet. So I use that pretty much to get a estimate number, not as such an exact number. So with that, it was like a 100K rehab. I just put 120 just for
Perfect.
safety.
You're doing everything right. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so
I think you're on fire.
261 offer is good.
I think it's fine. Yeah, I think 50 grand more, but that's what they need. So
yeah, that's where I was stuck on to give them the 50.
No. Because you can always turn this whole thing into a DSCR loan, after the fact. But you're not buying this one.
No.
Okay, cool. Good. I approve. I think that's great.
Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's all I need.
You are on fire. I love it. But it's funny, once you get to that point, you get traction and you get momentum, and you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, now I can make offers all day long.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I joined Hold My Hand Wholesale January 1st, to be exact, of 2025. I started making offers my third day in after learning everything. Most of my offers that I'm getting now accepted was offers that I made months ago, weeks ago. I forget about them. I get a text message or I get an email. Hey, Ryan, we want to circle back. Or, hey, I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. My offer still stands. Absolutely.
Okay, guys, if that's not a testimony of get on the freaking phone, I don't know what is. Because, again, the no's you're getting are no's right now, not no's, forever. And so set those time bombs, you guys. Let's go. Let's get these things done. I'm really psyched for you, Ryan, because I mean, your hard work is
one
paying
more thing, and then I'm out of your hairs. I make about anywhere between 40 to 60 calls per day. I make about 20 offers, anywhere between 20 to 25 offers per day. I've never gotten an offer accepted on the first day. Never, ever. I haven't. Not one time someone says we accept. They all say, oh no, my seller's not interested in that. I say, okay, no problem. Well, if you ever need anything, my offer still stands. I keep it very but just the numbers I'm gonna say is the more calls you make, the more offers you make, I feel like they're gonna end up falling down on your lap.
I totally agree. It's where luck meets preparation. I mean, that's what, so you're getting lucky, but you manifested it. You said, "Hey, I'm going to make 40 calls." And the contracts aren't going to happen that day. So your expectations are right in line. You're doing great. So guys, stay patient. Stay really patient because you just don't know. That's awesome. And know that you can help students in here. A lot of people need one-on-ones. And so anytime you can provide a one-on-one, it's a way to make a little bit of extra cash, but it's also helping the whole community. So I'm proud of you.
For sure. I would and if anybody wants a one-on-one, I would show you like I have a system. That's what it is. I just have a system. And I feel like everyone that once you have a system down packed, then it's a lot more easier for you to hit your numbers, hit your goals, put your offers in. So I can share my system with a one-on-one. I'm not Trent. I don't know the whole game. I'm not Richard. I don't know the whole game, so I can't answer all questions. But I can help you out with systems, how to give yourself a system where it can work out for you.
Great. It's excellent. I'm psyched. Good job. Well done, Ryan.
Appreciate it, guys.
Okay, buddy. All right, Moose, what's up?
Hey, Trent. So I was working with Shane last week and yesterday on a deal, but his Discord is like disconnected or something. Like,
he sent me a thing this morning. I think he's signing back up. Somehow it got expired or something.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to send it over to me, I think he's still his DM. I just DM'd him a second ago.
No, he's still. It shows that he's disconnected. Or let's see.
Are you friends with? You're friends with him already, so maybe that's the.
And it says unable to load profile, banner, badges, and all that other stuff.
Do you need his number?
Yeah, just because. So the realtor that we're working with sent over some documents. I sent it to Shane on Discord, so I wanted to see if he got a chance to look at it before his account was locked out. But yeah, I'm just kind of waiting on some updates.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll be fine with you having his phone number. So let me send it to you. Stand by. Let's see. You know what? He just called me. Oh, I'm on TikTok. Let's see. Hey, Marilyn, do you have Shane's phone number? I don't know if you do. Oh, yeah, you have his. Let's do this. Marilyn, if you can send Moose his Calendarly so he can get a hold of him. That'd be great. Let's see. She'll probably put it in the chat real quick.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And then just a quick question. I have a realtor who is representing a property. It used to be a mobile home, but now it's like anchored in like permanently, and it's on city utilities. Yeah. So I sent it to you on Discord. I don't know if you want to take a look at it real quick. It's on city utilities, and everything's just like a normal property. But is that something we can put an offer on?
I hate mobile homes so much but my family does mobile home parks. They're the largest mobile home park owners in the country, but they don't own buildings. They own the pads. Because with the pads, so when you move a mobile home in, it's got a concrete slab and it's got the utilities and the hookups and everything on those slabs. That's all they rent out. Because they don't want to be responsible for toilets and fixing things. And, if, somebody gets in a fight and goes through the side of the house, which is super easy to do because they're not very stable. So I stay away from owning mobile homes. But absolutely, if you can get a park that you're not, my buy box for a mobile home park is it has to cash flow 1.5 million a year for us to look at it. But we don't want to own any of the homes on it at all. So
this they own the land as well. So it's not just the prop or the home or the mobile home. It's anchored in. They own the land and it's on city utilities.
Okay. Still hate it because it's a mobile home.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I would save your time and energy and put it into something else, unless you're getting it for like $5,000. You know what I mean?
No, so they put it up for 110, and it cash flows.
Okay.
I sent like the buy box offer to the realtor. Here, let me just send it to you.
Yep. Yeah, sorry I'm so negative on those. It's one of those things that they're just 130. What's it rent for?
1,200.
Okay, and their monthly payments is this sub 2?
No, this is seller finance.
Oh. Okay, I think you're high on I'm sorry, you said how much for the rent?
1,200.
So I would go 300 for the monthly payment, with a down payment of less than 10%. If you want to sell this though, right? You're not gonna buy it for yourself?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna put it through buy box and then have their team, Richard's team, dispo and all that.
Okay, yeah, I would get it then lower because again, these investors, they're looking at really nice places that are, getting 30% cash on cash. It's hard to sneak in a box that is made out of paper.
Yeah,
say,
that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Because $500 a month, I can get a $400,000 house at $500 a month. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's just a lot. It wouldn't be sellable. So my suggestion is get away from it, or tell them $5,000, and you take it over, no matter how nice it is, because you don't know their situation, or do you?
No, I think it's an investor also that owns it. It's free and clear. They're just kind of sitting on it.
Yeah.
So okay, that sounds good. Cool.
Okay, sorry. I know that's
No, it's good for me to know for future purposes, because there's a good amount that come up, and I don't want to waste time with them if it's not worth it.
Find parks. If you can find like a 250 space park that cash flows 1.5, I've got a buyer. So that's easy.
Okay. Like a land contract type of thing?
It can be anything. It could be a cash deal. I mean, as long as it cash flows 1.5 million, they're happy to look at it.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at this. Sounds
All right.
good. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Later, bro. All right, Chuck. What's up, Chuck? I just like saying up, Chuck. I'm sure you hear it.
So does everybody else since I've been the age of 10.
You're on mute. You're on permanent mute. Hold on, let me get you off that. Now, there we go.
I think I had my microphone on earlier. It's probably causing background noise over here. Everybody else likes saying "What's up, Chuck?" since I was like the age of 10.
Yeah. Oh, are you saying I'm 10? That's what you're saying. Okay, yeah. I get it. What's going
on? Not much. I just got a couple questions to ask, and the messages. I'm going to apologize again for the freak out I had last week. Bad day.
Don't even remember. You're totally fine.
Okay. I got a question though. So I don't know if you remember, I was talking to you about a portfolio deal of 23 rental properties.
Vaguely. I get about 20 to 40.
Yeah, I know you get a lot. So.
And I'm not too smart. So.
So I'm working on I've been working on a portfolio deal. Obviously, 23 properties. They're all paid off. The sellers had a bad property management company who didn't raise the rents like they should. So a lot of their month-to-monthers have been stagnant. So when I'm trying to calculate what the monthly cash flow is, do I go off of what the rent could be?
What the rent was?
What the rent
always
currently?
Yeah, never go the pie in the sky rent,
because I got
so many people. Yeah.
Well, I got
people look at it and say, "Oh, you could tear down 4 of those houses put up a duplex and and it's like, nope, I'm not buying future things. I'm buying what you got right now.
Right. So I got an email from the realtor. He's got everything broken down. He's got what they currently rent for, what they can rent for with the area, and he's got a ledger for each one of the rental properties, and they're all rented. They all cash flow a little bit. But the next question is, when you're calculating with a PITI and they're all paid off, does that change from the Zillow listing?
Your PITI is always going to be the same. I mean, you obviously, I mean, it's the new principal and interest that, because you're going to be taking over, so it's going to be your P for the principal part. Gotcha. Insurance would stay pretty close to the same. Taxes are going to stay the same, and insurance would stay the same. But the P is not yours. It's your P.
Okay.
Sounds bad.
So, because I was just trying to go off of what is existing on Zillow right now, but obviously that changes when I start rewriting these contracts. So before I just generalized it, what they would be making, and I can't imagine that they would notice that they were losing money, even though if they weren't increasing the rent like the company should have been.
Well, here's the deal. One thing that shows me is, first of all, it's not the management, the property manager's fault at all. It's the guy steering the ship, which is the owner.
Right.
He should be on those guys, and he should be raising the rents. He should be demanding things. He should be saying, "Hey, on this date we're doing this." He's an absentee. He's a very absentee owner.
Very absent. Well, it's an older couple. It's an older couple. He had a corporate job that he just retired from, so now he really wants to enjoy retirement and get away from the rental properties. So they did these investments. Bought a house every other year or whatever for the past 25 years.
Yeah, it's a great place to be for sure.
Yeah.
For you.
So they didn't like the initial offer I gave them, which was under the instruction of somebody else. So I decided to go out on my own and pull a Richard and offer them. I offered them $20,000 more per property to the grand total, and with a payment schedule and balloon schedule and all that. And
how long was the balloon?
Pardon?
How long was the balloon?
6 years.
Okay, try to make that 8 years. Try to make it 10 years, especially if you're doing a big.
Well, that's the only reason why I'm winning out is because I got a shorter balloon than somebody else. Somebody else is trying to do the same thing. I don't know if it's somebody in our community or what. Somebody else is trying to do it also.
Gotcha.
But so far they like the idea. I just got to go in there and figure out what the exact cash flow is, because I might be able to offer them more per month also. Because right now I'm just offering like 10 grand a month on top of the 10%. 10% down, and and then they also want earnest money, which is another 50K, obviously coming off the down. And then the earnest money that comes in after the inspection period, right?
After the inspection, yep.
Okay. So that was the questions I had. Go off of what they are currently renting for, and
always. Anytime you have any question, always go with what is most pessimistic. Okay. Because if you do go in there, that's all found money that you weren't expecting, and that's going to help your everything. So always be pessimistic.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Well, that's what I needed. Okay, so when I start writing up in the offer oven, that's when I come up with the new PITI, correct?
Yeah.
Whatever the payments are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
I'm going to get on it. So thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your time.
And, happy to do it. Always be pessimistic. That's the most important thing.
And I'll keep you filled in on how it's going.
Okay, good. Please do.
All right. Thank you.
Later. Thanks. See ya. All right. So, Rojo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Trent?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How's your day going?
So far, so good. Where in Chicago do you live?
I don't live in Chicago.
Just, I was thinking.
Yeah. I used to be a big Jordan fan, or I still am.
Yeah.
I'm from the
Were
Midwest
you
originally,
alive
but I'm.
when Jordan played?
Huh?
You were alive when Jordan played?
No. I've been a big fan of him since I've been a kid.
Okay, cool.
So I've just been rocking Jordans, Chicago Bulls, just because of MJ there.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Just had a quick question. Should be a real easy one here. I've got an agent on the hook as far as seller financing goes. They've been on the market for 120 days and didn't get one offer.
Wow, really?
Yeah. The location's decent. It's not too rural. It's pretty close to I forget. It's in Alabama. I'll have to look. But it's in a decent location. So they got back to me with what the AM is, the amortization, and then the interest rate. So I let them know what the AM is that we're using. As far as interest, I let them know it's already built into the over ask price that I had offered, which is just 20 grand over.
Perfect. And you can even go a little higher. It's not going to kill it. Like, really go into an amortization schedule and see the difference between the different numbers. Have you ever used an amortization calculator?
Yeah.
Just Google it, and it's a real good education of just throw in what your purchase price is, and then see how much the interest rate changes, and you try to figure out like, oh, okay, I give them an extra 20,000 over how many years is the balloon?
It's 7.
Okay, cool. And always make the balloon as long as you can make it. That's where the money is. Okay.
Yeah, I did put I think I put 8 to 10, and then they came back with 7.
Perfect. That's really good. Okay. And so go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so I let them know like we could structure it up front, the interest as far as that goes. If we were to do that, we'd have to be at asking price. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, if you play with the amortization calculator, you'll see it doesn't really matter. It's taken Richard about a year to convince me of that, and he did yesterday. So if you watch yesterday's live, I'm actually going to watch it too. It's he does that part where he's showing, like, we went through, and it was like the difference between 50,000 and 10,000 over asking was like 0.07%. Like, I had no idea. I felt like I was learning a whole new a thing that I'd never even really understood. So yeah, you can do it in both that and then the offer oven, but the amortization calculator is so much simpler.
So they understood that part. Now the question that I got hung up on is they were asking if we're factoring in taxes and insurance into the payments, or are we planning on paying that separately? So
we'll pay that
that'll
separately.
be separate, right?
Yep, 100%. So they're happy about that because that means there's more money in their pocket, and you can tell them the payment we make to you is your money. There's nothing else in that. You've got zero responsibilities on the taxes, the insurance, the maintenance. That's all. We own the house, and so there's no. We keep it up. We do everything because it's our investment. We want to make sure it's nice.
Right. Okay. And then there's also going to be a deed in lieu of foreclosure.
Okay.
Right. I think that's correct. Okay.
So what we're saying in the trust, we'll say if we miss 2 payments in a row,
Default's
they come
back.
in and they don't have to foreclose on it. It just they own it. And with any improvements, the down payment, we lose our down payment. That
Monthly
keeps us
payments.
and that keeps us incentivized to make sure everything stays nice and clean and good. And we're investors. We don't want shoddy properties, and we don't want any any chance of losing our money. So it's totally fine.
Right. Last thing I had a question about, because I haven't been really focusing on seller finance deals. So as far as that monthly payment to the seller, as far as that goes, that's going to be handled by a third party debt servicing company, correct? And they make the payment like 5 days before it's due. And
I don't like paying companies to do that. With any bank account, you can do an automatic payment, and I always do the same thing. I do a week before it's due, and so builds their confidence. They know they're getting paid, and it starts happening every month. They don't even think about you after about 3 months. They're like, okay, like these guys are solid. They're doing it. They're paying us early. This is perfect.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that was my biggest question, was like the taxes and insurance, if those were factored into the payment or if that was separate, which I figured it was separate, but just wanted to confirm.
No, absolutely. And then what'd you come up with the payment per month?
$800. It rents out for $2,000.
Okay, a little high, but I mean, if that's what you did, that's what you did. But that's it. What's the cash flow?
So it cash flows $703 a month. 24% cash on cash return.
For your future ones, what I do just as my starting point is 25% of rents. Is what I offer as a payment. I like to make everything super simple and super pessimistic, and I try to start at 25% of rents for payments to sellers. I like 7% for a down payment. So it's just simple. Like those are great numbers. I like 0% interest.
It's 0% interest. And I did do 40% of rent. That's where I got the 800 from.
40? Okay. Yeah, I'm super stingy. So I start there. I start at 25%, but then I can move up, which is great.
Right.
That's why I rarely use the amortization calculator to figure out my monthly rent. I go off of like, okay, my rents are this much. I want to keep it as close to 25% and under as I can. Because like with Richard's checkmate, he goes in and finds places that don't cash flow. And because of the low payment per month, can create a cash flow. And so these are people that have a property they can't even sell because nobody's going to loan on it because it doesn't cash flow. And so to get a DSCR, you've got to have it cash flowing. And so he comes in and he says, hey, I'd love to buy your place. I'd love to give you cash for your asking price, but it doesn't, there's no way it makes sense because it doesn't cash flow at all. So I'd be throwing away, money every month to buy your house. So the way we formulate that and say the only way you can really sell this place is by seller financing. And your payments are going to have to be low enough to make it cash flow. And so it's a brilliant strategy. And that's why he goes and looks for ones that don't cash flow. He's looking for where sellers, they can't do anything with it. And they can't sell it with the 7% interest that's out there. So they're kind of stuck. And they don't know they're stuck, which is really interesting. So.
And that's kind of where I came in and was like, I made them aware, like, why you're stuck, why no one's even looking at this one, this is why. So I did do the checkmate pitch, but I definitely, to your point, I overshot on the monthly payments. I should have went around your market. At least 30%.
What's that?
I was saying that maybe even at least 30%, 40% is, we're almost cutting it in half. So I get your take on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, always start low. I mean, I think that's one of the fundamental mistakes that most people make is they don't start low enough. And so they get to a point where they get kind of painted into a corner and they can't do anything else.
Right. It's still cash flows, so that's good. But definitely moving forward, I will definitely go on the lower end so I have room to work with, some ammo, so to say, if I have.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But maybe they accept it at the 25% too. So I very well could be shooting myself in the foot.
That's where your that's where your assignment fee is.
Right.
That's the beauty of it. Like that's where you're going to find an assignment fee. If it doesn't cash flow and a buyer only wants to pay exactly what you paid, well, there's no assignment fee. It's like all that work for nothing.
Free. Right. We're not here for free 99 trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. So
exactly. That's the deal. Okay. Good.
I believe I asked you last time I had my first contract I just got actually last week. It was a cash deal. I needed some proof of funds, but I was able to get that taken care of. These guys are already on the ball about that. So all I'd have to do is just go to your bio and then go to your link for kind of like your assistance on that part. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We'd love to help you out. Because that's cool. We gave with you on your first one. So you can, on your next one, you're like, oh, okay, I got this contract now and I can use this as this and blah, blah, blah. It's my type form or my student help form is in the chat.
Oh, Marilyn. Cool.
Yeah, Marilyn will help you guys with everything. She's an all-star. She's on my team, and I can kind of consider her my big sister, even though she's probably a quarter of my age. She takes care of me completely. She's awesome.
She's definitely on the ball. I'll say that.
Oh my God, not even a question. She's awesome and quiet, but really funny. That's the best part. She's like mean to me every now and then, and I know she's acting like she doesn't know she's being mean, but she dishes it back at me pretty good.
There you go. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you very much for your time. I'll let you get to everybody else. I'm gonna get that sent out, and then work on making some more calls and putting some more deals together.
Okay, beautiful.
Deuces.
All right, take it easy. All right, let's see. Okay, so I've got about 4 more minutes, unless Sharon's already here. Let me make sure I'm not stepping on her toes. Does anybody see Sharon in the audience? Sharon, let's see. Okay, she's not here yet. So we can talk bad about her. That's the best part. If she was here, I wouldn't really want to talk bad about her. I'll talk bad about you, for sure. Sharon and Brandon. Who we got today, Brandon or Sharon? And if you have a camera, guys, you get up first. So, except for Jazz and Brando, did I tell you to come back? I'm sorry, I just realized. Oh, we need to do your phone call, don't we?
Yeah, I was just about to call her.
Okay. Hey, Sharon and Brandon, or Brandon and Sharon, whoever we got. Let's do. I promised Brando that we'd listen in on his phone call because I'm kind of creepy like that. I like to hear other people's phone calls.
Make sure I'm calling the right number real quick. You ever just call the wrong number and pitch them the wrong thing?
Only yes, all the time.
I did that yesterday and I didn't know how to pivot.
It's so frustrating. You're like, oh wait, you're in New York and I'm calling Alabama.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey.
Now tell me who you are. If you would like
Oh my goodness.
return your call, detailed
Nope.
message, and I promise to
That is not okay. That should be illegal. Go ahead and just call her right back.
Straight to your voicemail. I'm hurt. I thought we were on good terms.
So mean.
Hello, this is Theresa Lawler. Now
Oh, one more time. We're gonna be relentless. Just
one more.
If she gets mad at you, just say, "I'm so sorry. The meeting's the rest of the day because I'm super important."
Hello, this is Theresa Lawler. Now
Oh, boo. Okay. Well,
the detailed
shoot.
message, and I promise to return it.
Dang
Thank you
her.
again. Great day. At the tone,
I'll leave her a voicemail.
Yeah,
And I'll
just
text
say
her again.
You may hang up
perfect.
or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Theresa, it's Brando. Could you give me a call back whenever you get the chance? Appreciate it. All right. Well, it is what it is on that one. I'm sure she'll call me back eventually. Hopefully, she's not still at her doctor's place. But
Oh, yeah. If she is, then it's something serious.
oh, she actually just texted me. We will call
Like-
you back shortly. So
Perfect. Okay. Well, stay in here. Sharon's coming up. I just saw that she's in here. Sharon, where are you? I saw your message that you're coming in. Let's see. Maybe she's not here yet. I'll explain to Sharon that you've got a phone call to make. And then so when she calls you back, just wave to her, and she'll let you she'll pop you up because she's super nice. Sharon actually has probably the best energy in this entire Discord. She is so nice. And she's so mean to her husband. You can hear she yells at him all the time. She's super, super mean. She is mean. She's angry about something. I don't know what it is, but she puts on a nice face for us, which is really nice. So glad she's not in here yet. I'd be punching me right through here. Okay, let me see if I can find her. Where is she? It's 10 o'clock. She just sent a message. I don't want to get into another call if she's coming in because that just cuts into her time. But guys, there she is. She was probably being mean to her husband, and then she got on.
I am wonderful to my husband. So, how y'all doing?
Everybody in here said that they see you kind of being mean to him all the time. So I don't know. It's not
lies and debauchery. Who said it?
I got a list. Hey, I've got Brando. He's gonna stay up. He's waiting to make a phone call to a realtor. So if I told him just to jump up and down and swing his arms around or whatever to get your attention. But I'll leave him up, even though he's sitting on the floor as his desk. We're not going to judge.
Look, I respect that. I'm an incense candles girl, so if we on the floor, we are where we are.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm a guy, but if I go on the floor, I'm not getting off the floor. That's my problem. That's where I'm staying the rest of the day.
I take a nap if I sit on the couch.
Well, that's smart. Okay, I'll give you that.
Well, how are y'all doing? Has everybody been good? How are y'all?
Yeah, these guys are really. Yeah, there's some good news in here. I mean, a lot of people are killing it, and Ryan, Pena, is just knocking down deals. He knocked down a deal with I think it was with Richard yesterday, but it was such a good deal. He auctioned it off to people, and then he's like, "I'm just going to keep it," and he bought it himself. And so,
way to go, Ryan.
I love that. I think it's amazing. Okay, take over, make everything better. Always great to see you. You're awesome.
Good to see you, Trent. Yeah.
All righty, buddy. Take it easy.
Will do.
See ya.
So, anybody up here have any questions for me while we're coming in? Hey, everybody that's already in here. Not just on the stage.
How you doing, Sharon? How are you?
I'm good, honey. It's good to see your face. I appreciate everybody, sharing the beautiful faces with us. John, I appreciate you too, even though I don't see your face. So let's see.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay. We're at Tuesday and we are off to a great start, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to write up this contract right now. I just had a question.
Okay.
So I chose the one that has, I guess, just the 3 pages. Should I go for the one that has 13? I mean, I don't know how to really fill that one out yet. I'm supposed to send an agreement over to this realtor. She I guess she just wants me to put it in writing to, present to her client.
Yeah.
So does it really matter? Huh?
You're overthinking it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right? Okay, so I'm filling it out right now, and then I'm looking at I don't fill out the seller part, right? Because I'm looking, it says seller with the address at, because I don't know the address, I don't know the seller's name. I just know who the agent is. So I leave that blank and I let them fill that out.
You can put owner of record in there if you want. Yeah.
On the seller line?
Mm-hmm. Because it's going to be the owner of record that's going to be or it should be, unless it's another wholesaler or something along those lines.
I'm not even. I don't think I'm even at that point where I'm assigning yet. I'm just sending over an agreement. So
Yeah, but the person that so in a wholesale deal, you can have 4 contracts going. So it doesn't. Now that should be rare. It shouldn't be something that you're doing all the time because the more contracts you have, the messier it can get. But if you're working with the agent that listed the property, I'm assuming that they are working with the actual current owner of record of the property.
Okay.
So if you put owner of record, that's what it means. Or look up the owner of record and put their name in there. Like all of the stuff that we find through PropStream and PropWire and all those things, all of that stuff is free. You can find it 100% for free. It's just we use those platforms because they pull all of the information that we need into one place. But the information that you're looking for, like to find out who the owner of record is and put that owner on that line, go to the local municipality, to the property appraiser site in that area and look up the property, and you'll see who owns the property and put that name in the seller. Or go to PropStream, put the address in, or go to PropWire, put the address in and check and see who the owner is, put their name in and move forward. Or you can just put owner of record.
Okay, that makes sense. So, I'm just going down it. I'm at the purchase price and payment terms, right? So I put two. It's a seller finance deal, so I'm putting it over asking price. It says balance of purchase price. Do I put the down payment that I want to give her on that line?
No, you're putting the balance. So you're gonna the total price minus the down payment that you put in, and that'll be the remaining.